hello there.
This is a test of something. Let's see if it works.
Hello everybody and good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in for some Terra Invicta tonight. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you all. Congratulations to Core for getting first for the stream tonight. Sorry E69E, you just missed out on that. What's actually funny is I go live on YouTube before I go live on Twitch. So you must have had it queued up and unfortunately just got there before you. Hey to Tachyon, hey to Jacob Sky, hey Susan Tofu, hey Kite. That's good to know that the TTS works. What's Jacob saying? I've been playing a bunch of Vagras because of you, and I'm wasting in 8 different storylines, which was excellent. That sounds like the perfect Vagras experience to me. I'm so glad that people were able to discover it because of that stream. That's so cool. Hey Doomsday, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Let's play some Terra Invicta, shall we? Let me just sort out my audio and click on this button here. And now both should be seeing. Yeah, we've all got it here. Cool. I need to move chat, so I'll do that before I do anything else. Chat needs to sit in here. It's the only place on the screen that's reasonable in any small way for you. And then there's the Terra Invicta music. Cool. All right. So where were we last time? Well, we had done something pretty important last time. We had just managed to grab our first control point in China, which is great. India is looking really, really good. It's in a pretty great situation. We've got Pakistan in a pretty good situation. We've got Bangladesh in a pretty good situation. See you next week. All right, E69. Thanks for tuning in and saying hi. You haven't touched this in 1.0? Yeah, I'm determined to finish this one. We've also still got our United Arab Emirates, and we still have Kuwait. But the big thing is we now have a control point in China. So we're going to use that to leverage to get as many more control points in China as we can. That's going to push us over our control point max for a little while. But I think it's important to do the land grab now, especially with the servants already muscling into this territory. We also have a little bit of mission control available. So I think I'm going to try and get us a station built where we can set up some space hotels or some space hospitals just to make ourselves a little bit more money. Because at some point soon we're going to lose these two countries and they're not going to generate income for us anymore. And we're probably going to need to be ready to do something about that. On top of that, we do, of course, have our ring of research satellites in orbit of Earth now and a shipyard. So that's really, really good. They just need to be upgraded, hey Sorbical, as the stream goes on. We've got the initiative building, what's this, like an L3 station? I don't know what the orbit of this is just a synchronous Earth orbit station. Okay, it's very far out. We don't have a huge presence on Luna, but we do have a couple of sites here. Yeah, we've got 2 sites on Luna. We were investigating Tankalilic internet search history. That's right. We had some issues. Tankalilic was doing some stuff. And then, of course, on Mars, we have most of our sites are now online on Mars. I think a few are still coming online. If we just have a check here. Yeah, we still have some of our sites coming online. Hey, TC Frosh, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks, Sorbical. Well, I've got some news regarding that playthrough. We'll talk about it in a minute. And we do also have, God, look at the Project Exodus just all over the asteroid belt. That's really interesting behavior from them. But we do, of course, also have a presence on Ceres, which we're sharing with the Resistance, which I'm not too worried about right now. Biggest concern of the problem, and has been for a few streams, is just the fact that we can't keep control of research, which that keeps getting pulled out of our hands. Right now, we are researching advanced atomic manipulation and militarization of space. And I believe we're researching both of these just to take control again. We've got farms and climate research centers under research as well. One of the things we want to pick up are space hotels. How many non-aggressions packs do we have left? We lost 2 last stream. Yeah, so probably lose more. I'll check that in a second. I just want to check if we've got access to either space hotels or space hospitals. I don't think we do. I want to make sure I don't miss them in the list, because that's going to be one of our focuses. Not really a focus, just a thing we want to do this stream. Settlement core is something we need to get researching. It doesn't look like we've got access to them left, so that's one thing we might want to work our way towards, is getting a hand on this. I'm just going to check all of these. No, we don't have access to that research. In terms of non-aggression pacts, you skipped the main research. That's fine. We can go back and do it. That's why we're checking. Okay, so we have a non-aggression pact with the Resistance, and we have a non-aggression pact with the Protectorate, and that's it. So we just got these 2 left. We're in conflict with humanity first. We are in conflict with we've got a non-aggression pact with nobody else, and these are actually changed orders. I didn't see that. So tolerance and non-aggression pact with the Resistance, in conflict, tolerated by the Servants but no NAP, in conflict with the Protectorate, and tolerated but no NAP with Project Exodus. The Servants are probably not going to like us by the end of this stream. One of the big things, obviously, is we are building on all of our stations defense arrays. We're going to need to do that on all of our bases as well once we've got the fusion technology sorted out. And yeah, I think we really just want to focus on getting our hands on China. All of our Earth stations should all be building admin nodes. They're just not constructed yet, which will give us more control points as well. The site of espionage, yeah, I just kind of clicked that. That was a mistake on my behalf, but you know, we make those mistakes. So once these admin nodes are completed, we will get a buff on our control points, but not enough to really handle all of China. We don't hate the enemy because he's different. We hate the enemy because he's not, but hate in his heart for us. It's important to bear in mind. Although we're still discovering that as the academy in this campaign. Okay, what's the situation with the kaiju in Africa as well? It looks like both the kaiju were killed last stream, which is good. So no more kaiju at the moment on Earth, which is really nice. Hey Hildebrand, good to see you. How's it going? Okay, so first steps for this stream. Oh, that's right. We're currently holding Nepal and Bhutan. I'm going to abandon these countries. I mean, it's not a lot, but it will just give us back. It'll give us back what, 2, and it'll give us back 8. It'll give us back 10 control points, which isn't a ton, but I'm not too worried about these nation states, so we can just get rid of it. We're just finally over here in Norwich, so that means restocking firewood. Yes, the endless cycle begins again. It's still weirdly hanging on to summer here in Australia. We keep getting colder than hot, colder than hot, colder than hot, which is weird. I was in Sydney for the weekend for a work thing, and it was really, really humid there. Okay, so if I... Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm still recovering. My flight yesterday was delayed quite a lot, and I ended up getting home really late. So I'm a little bit tired. That was only 10 over, practically no penalty. Yeah, so I'm going to abandon those. We can, if we need to, also abandon these 2, but I want to hold on to them for as long as I can, just for the money. Obviously, if we wanted to grab another, that would put us quite high above. We might want to wait until after we've gotten our admin nodes built, and that should give us a little more leeway to grab another control point, unless the servants start to grab it, and then we're just going to have to go for it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to abandon both of these. I need to remember where to do that. I always forget where to do it. It's not here. It's here. Abandon. So I'm going to confirm the abandon here. Confirm the abandon here. So I've just abandoned these 2 nation states. That's only put us 10 points over, as Kite says, which is really nice. If we were to grab another control point from China, that would add another 44 to our list. That would put us at 372. Which would be quite a lot over our control point max. So let's wait for the admin nodes to be built. I don't think it's going to be that far away. What we are going to do is we are going to defend our control point in China.
Making things safe for our people.
We checked Tankalalak's loyalty is 13. So we need to inspire him. But I don't know if we have. Okay, Boba Fettercairn can inspire. So Boba Fettercairn is going to have to inspire Tankalalak, who, by the way, makes me sound like and I think of it as like an Italian brain rot because of the name. Even though I know it's just not from there. Oh, I cannot wait to see. I'm going to see Project Hail Mary soon, I believe. Depends on some work and some stuff out with some friends, but it's one of my favorite novels. Not because it's like exceptionally well written or anything. It's just very, very easy to read, and it's got a great premise. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the film. I've been really worried about the film, just, you know, Hollywood taking something that's basically maths, the novel, and turning it into a movie with Ryan Gosling. But it looks like they've done a pretty good job, so I'm pretty excited for that. If I had one complaint, and it's a really dumb complaint, it's they really didn't, like, in the book, at least for me, when Rocky showed up, that was such a shock. I was not expecting that to be in the novel. And they really, like, revealed that very early on in the marketing for the film. That's the only thing I'll say. All right, Robusto needs to continue fighting aliens. She'll fight the ones in Kenya.
Gear up.
And Tankalelik and Steve can. Okay, good. Steve can investigate the alien activity in Mumbai because we do have abductions happening here. Hey, Omar Domas, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Tank does not have good. Unfortunately, Tank is only good at persuasion. And I really need to investigate. This here is almost definitely going to be an alien. So what I'm going to do instead is I want to get Tank to defend China.
Protecting our interests.
And then we're going to get Bruce. Let's not spoil anything more about Project Hail Mary just now, since the film has just come out, and I'm sure there's people going into it blind, which I'm very jealous about. So we'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Surveilling target.
What are you doing?
Ready for orders.
Okay, so let me just check. You're investigating, you're defeating aliens, you're inspiring, you're defending, and you are investigating the aliens. That's good. We've got nothing else, I think, that's overdue at the moment. I do want to found another space station so we can get ready for building out space hotels, but that's going to be a little while away. I don't know what we actually have left in terms of Earth orbit slots. If I wanted to found an orbital, we've got medium Earth orbit is really the only option. This orbit receives dangerous levels of naturally occurring radiation. Any habitable will have 2 times its normal mass to account for all the shielding necessary to protect fragile electronics and crew members. So we maybe want to put that out at intermediate Earth orbit. Which costs us 14 boost, which we have. It'll cost 60 days, and we can make that our space hotel. It's a little bit further out, but we don't really need to worry about defending it. It's just going to be a hotel. I don't have the tech yet for that, but I kind of... Well, if it's an intermediate Earth orbit, it doesn't really matter anyway. I'm not racing for the position, so let's wait until we've got the technology to support it. Yes, let's not put any space hotels down here. I have indeed. It's almost like I have a thing against Xenos. I don't know. I do seem to be playing a lot of games with them in it. We've also got, obviously, there's no Xenos in Unicorn Overlord, at least so far. Okay, this is concerning. I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, that's how I get rid of it. Okay, let's confirm assignments for the turn. Let's speed time up. Let's zoom out a little bit, and let's just let things tick for a second.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Okay, that's an Inspire up, so his loyalty will have gone up to 18, because it was at...
I will report when my
okay,
mission
it's showing,
is complete.
it was at 16 before, so it's up to 17. You can't build hotels and hospitals already in places. That's fine. We'll put it further out.
Securing our control.
What do you decide to do with Xenonauts 2? I'm going to go ahead with a new campaign. The overwhelming comments for my question have been to go ahead with a new campaign, but I'm going to try and keep a really good cadence with this campaign. So rather than doing 1 episode a week, I'm going to try and hit 2 or 3 episodes a week, and just focus on 1 game at a time, just to make sure this moves at a pretty decent speed. That's the plan. I think it's the Hospital Core. It could be both of them. Okay, we found Xenoform Alpha 1. That's the guy that's messing around with us. We still can't abduct this guy, but if we can keep tabs on him again, we can at least prepare for him to do stuff like abduct our people and maybe protect ourselves a little bit against it. Yeah, that's the idea, Salty. Oh, that's all of our admin nodes just got built. So look at that. We now have 350 control point cap because all of the admin nodes just completed.
Target the stealing
Thanks, Dictator for Hire. I'm very well aware of how long campaigns take in this game, having this being my 3rd one that I'm not having finished either of the first 2. So we can now attempt to take another control point from China easily. I'm just taking a sip of cold tea. Robusto really needs more command. Everybody needs more command. Actually, why is Robusto's command at 1? That's not right. There's something wrong going on here. No, his command is actually at 1. That's right. Yes, his command is 1. We do need to do something about that. His security as well, considering the fact that he is a celebrity and we can't hide him. That is actually a huge issue. I hadn't actually noticed how bad his command and his security were. All right. Point defense array is now being built on the International Space Station, and all of the other space stations now have their point defense arrays. Okay, that's great. What's wrong is that you're looking at Tank. Oh yeah, Tank Lily. Who were you talking about? You're talking about Robusto. Yes, Robusto needs more command to complete our missions. That's correct. All right, so that's all done. We need to defend India this turn, and we need to take a control point from China. So did the servants snap up that last control point? They haven't done that yet. So who is our best person to capture here? I'm currently watching the old streams. That's cool. Take your time. Don't rush. We'll be here. Tank level up. Cool. Good to know. Thanks, Sojin. So control nation for Bruce is at 6. I think it's tank that is the best control nationer. Cyber upgrade Robusto. That's a great idea. We spent a lot of money doing that last time. I actually forgot we had them. We've got a control nation chance of, if I really pump it up, 67%. Oh, the puppy is nibbling at one of her toys. I'm going to spend the 120 influence on an attempt to control nation in China. We also need to defend India. So I'll do that with tank. We've only locked the first level of Cyberware Hildebrand. Wait, why did I... Okay, that's the same person. You need to do this.
Putting our people in place.
You need to defend here.
At your service.
The only viable option to your new station is high orbit shipyard for ships with low acceleration. I've already got a shipyard in low Earth orbit. I don't need another shipyard in Earth orbit. We're just going to build a high orbit station. It's literally just going to be space hotels. If it gets destroyed, it gets destroyed. Robusto, I think we may have already cybernetically augmented her. No, we haven't. Okay, so we need to give her everything but a loyalty monitor. So I've got enough. That's 1, 2. I don't have enough for everything on her because I've only got 2.6k available. So what I will do right now is I'll give her the plus command module. And I think that's one that gives me security as well. Yeah, I'll give her the P protection unit as well. Just so she now has +1 to her security and +1 to her command. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, Coast. I'm glad we're on the same page there. Anything useful here? Delta Force would obviously be great. Mensa, pretty cool. But nothing giving more admin. Demeter Laboratories has a very cool icon. I think that's Isaac Newton with a prism going through his face. That's quite cool. Alright, we've got a level up available for Tankalelic. Tank's admin is at 25, but his base admin is at 14. So I either need to continue pumping his admin. Sage and Diana look fine. What do you mean by Sage and Diana? Oh, Sage and Diana. Sage services and where's Diana? Diana protection. Okay, we'll have a look at those. How's the general situation? Are we winning? We're kind of in a weird place at the moment where our research is starting to really take off. That's true. So that's a good point, Salty. But it's also harder to. It also is a little bit trickier for. We could use it. We could also use it as a shipyard at the same time. That's something to do. We're not really at that stage yet. That's the one thing I would say. So his current. Let me check his admin. His admin is currently at 14. His admin is currently at 12. He's getting 14 admin. If I can bring his admin up, I can start pushing out these admin things to other people. So I am going to level up his admin. And then he's now at 1 over. In fact, he's 2 over, isn't he? Because 10, he's at 27. So we could probably lose, if I take Icarus or Essence is 5. Not yet. No, Hildebrand. That's not really usually my strategy. Not for this stage in the game. I build ships at the location I need. I can't get rid of Icarus investments. The Free Federation of Industrial Workers could go, but it does give +2 persuasion. What else is giving? Ryan and Company is giving +1 persuasion and +6. I think that's it. I don't really have any other... It's just those 3. They're all very, very valuable. The Free Federation of Industrial Workers is probably the best one, but I don't want to lose that 2 persuasion right now while he's trying to overtake China. Let's see if we can get our hands on Daniela and Sage on Robusto. Okay, so we need to free up, what, 4 control points, or 4 points on her. So we can get rid of Pelops Aviation for the moment. We can unassign that. And we can also unassign Arculus Metals from her, because it's not giving her anything specifically. Then I can pick up Sage Services, which gets us +2 ops, +1 command, +1 security. And I can pick up Diana as well, which is +1 command, +1 security, +2% military science research. She also has access to pick up GIGN, which is +1, +2 for -1 money. That's actually quite nice to grab for her as well. So if we get rid of Sparta Extractions and Polyanthus Laboratories, she can now equip GIGN. How much is it going to cost me? 120 research. Okay, that's going to really pump her command up quite high, make her a lot better doing the jobs that she is wanting to be doing. Now what we need to do is find people to take these orgs. Sorry about the noise the dogs is making. You can grab Pelops Aviation for now. I don't think we've got slots. You can grab Archelaus Metals. You can grab Sparta Extraction. And Polanthus Laboratories. Okay, that's the movement up. Went from 6 to 10 in one turn, yeah. It was a good thing to check out and invest in. Okay, so we're currently trying to overtake this. Research is going on. We've defended everything. We just need to confirm assignments, I think. And let this... No, I haven't actually confirmed everyone's assignments. What am I talking about? We've done Bruce and we've done Tank. So Robusto needs to go and fight aliens. She's now much better at it.
Going in hot.
Bob needs to continue to inspire Tank, because his inspiration is just too low.
I'll ensure their loyalty.
And Steve Jobless,
Ready for my mission.
for this turn, our Espionage King, doesn't really have a lot to do right now. But I do need to keep an eye on this alien. I don't know how good he's going to be at doing. Okay, we can get him to keep an eye on the alien for us right now,
Investigating target.
because we need to not lose it. Our money income is a little bit funny. A lot of this is because we've just built all of these point defense arrays, and we've built all of the admin nodes. But we do have hydroponics bays currently under construction at most of our stations that will turn the money around a little bit. But this is one of the reasons why I want to build a station that will generate us cash. The spoils are not spoiling enough for us right now. We are actually getting income here that isn't tracked from spoils, but it's because we just built all of those modules. Let's confirm assignments. I'm definitely defending India. I'm definitely defending India. Let's confirm assignments for the turn and unpause. Oh, actually, did we set priorities in India? We did. Okay, in China, good, we did. The dog has decided that she wants to get up and make noise. If you're hearing lots of thumping, it's the dog.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Okay, that's another inspiration. So he's probably up to about 17 loyalty, I think. Backer tour. Some of our major backers on Earth are very interested in touring the facilities aboard the International Space Station. While the crew are already groaning about interruptions to their work and security chiefs fret about the potential risks of letting outsiders on board, others recognize the opportunity to justify our backers' faith. Hey Miraz, how's it going? Our backers' faith in us, and through them, influence developments on Earth in our favor. We will, of course, have to pay for all travel expenses. So we can say they can make do with a remote tour, which does nothing. Unfortunately, we just spent all of our money on augments, so I can't do any of the other options. I literally spent the money we could have done on this on Robusto Combusto. So we're going to have to just do a remote tour, unfortunately. We can't take advantage of any of the books there. Mexico has just been couped. That's actually really bad for us, because Humanity First just couped the servants out of Mexico, which has freed up some of their command points, which was trapped in Mexico before now.
I have new information.
Investigate counts. Okay, so that's fine. We're just continuing to investigate Xenoform Alpha 1. There goes some of our solar arrays. Without negative money right now, you better have sorted Tank's loyalty. Okay, good. That was the alert we set at the end of the last stream, so I'm glad that worked. We are looking at his loyalty. Steve Jobs' loyalty is currently showing us 2. Oh, I think it actually doesn't fit into this area. The European Union has declared war on Egypt. Okay.
By the numbers.
And she's now trying to clean aliens up. That's great. Alien forces, so an alien Terra mission has just happened in Canada. Why are you chasing your tail, puppy? It's sleepy times. I might actually take a second to sort the dog out, as she's being a bit grumpy. Let me just put her to bed. Give me a second. She was asleep when I started the stream. I might grab some water really quickly as well. I will be right back. You can have a look at the cool picture of aliens terrorizing civilians while I just sort the dog out. Let me 2 seconds. Hey, you come outside.
Woof.
If she keeps fussing, I will let her out, but she found there's something good. There's a tree outside, and there's something in the tree, which is what I think she wants. Did that actually play the woof sound? I didn't get to hear it. Oh, wait a minute. I can replay it. Hang on. Let me just see if I get to hear it.
Woof.
Woof. he said woof. Xenos over again, yeah. So Canada, Toronto. If you're in Toronto, Ottawa, I'm really sorry. It made the tiniest woof. I'm sorry that you're getting terrorized by aliens. Just like we're getting terrorized by Puppy. Hey Shin, how's it going?
Is growing.
I'm getting control points in the Academy in China. This is new. This looks like new artwork. We have 2 of 6 control points. Cool. That's actually
We'll be ready for
huge.
new orders soon.
So we're back over our control point max, but we have 2 control points in China right now. which is very, very good. That's also pushing up public opinion for us against the servants. So now we need to try and take the executive control point, and then we can start pushing the servants out. But obviously control points are going to be a major factor in being able to do this. We're going to have to try and focus on research that will let us hold on to China. Because this is going to hurt our income. With a big pupper. Yes, that would be... No, because then we'd have to fight the big pupper, and I don't want to do that, Core. We've got control of the 73rd Army Group, so we need to get a name for that. As long as we get the executive, it's all good, yeah. So let me just open up the naming list. I didn't actually do that before the stream. Apologies. But we need to name this army. God, Replic's like turning into so AI focused. Do we have any other armies under our control that aren't named? Bridgeman Legion, Hammers Legion, Nerd, the Nerd Army, Tiger Army, Ghost of Tsushima. I've got two armies I need to name right now. I must have missed one last stream. I'm just running the name list. Just packaging it. Okay, I would like an army name, please. Okay, this is the 11th Space Fighter Wing. The Orionides. Did I spell that right? No, I spelled Orion wrong. There should be an O in there. Orionides. And then these guys are going to be called... I need another army name, please. Lister's Legion. I feel like we had a few... we had Rimmer's Rebels last time. We've got a few Red Dwarf references in here for those of you who are as ancient as I am and understand the Red Dwarf references. No army would fight a big pupper. Exactly. Maybe for a servant playthrough. Even with a servant playthrough, I don't think they're that evil. Okay, so we've defended India last turn. Now this turn we need to defend Pakistan. And we need to defend China. So, let's just have a quick look. Let's get Bruce Wayne to defend Pakistan.
Securing
and Steve Jobless, Tanka Lelik can defend China. So we've got both of our control points defended.
Securing our interests.
Bob will need to continue to inspire Tank. Robusto needs to continue fighting aliens. And Steve will investigate the alien activity in Ottawa. Which means we might lose track of Xenoform Alpha 1, but if we do, it means he's gone to ground, which means he's left India, which is fine with me. Let's check the research situation. Can we bind? We can't at the moment. No, we need some research to do that, Ghost. So farms are on their way. Climate research centers are on their way. Militarization of space and advanced atomic manipulation are coming. Let me just see if I can knock any of these down. Okay, I can put this down to level 2. I can put this down to level 1. That puts more research into climate research and farms. So just taking a quick drink. Hey, Bryn Chaser, how's it going? Yes, I am indeed live. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. Pakistan has been defended. All assignments are set. Let's confirm and unpause.
Making things safe for our people.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Okay, we're continuing to inspire Tank, so I think he's up to 18 loyalty now.
Making things safe for our people.
Both territories have been defended. We'll look into what it's going to take to... guerrilla warfare, plus 2 unrest missions. Unrest increases by 3 on our nations when they are conquered. Grants the fallen resources plus 20. Just 20 ops. Interesting. Not plus 20 ops, just here's 20 ops. Okay, we've completed the farm project. So the farm project's a pretty big one. Because this means we don't need to ship water and volatiles to our habs that have crew up to 600. So, first of all, what are we going to research next? Let's have a look at what we've got favorited. Thermal mining techniques is 15% more water. The earlier we get this, the bigger the payoff from it is going to be. So I'm quite tempted to move towards getting thermal mining techniques done. Heavy fission pile and fission reactor array are 2 very important researches we need in order to get our mining bases leveled up. What's high thrust economics? Massive okay, that's good to have, but not needed right now. Managed to crack down on our control points, plus 3 to crackdown missions. Enemy suffer -2, we get plus 10 control points. Op centers are producing mission control for us. We don't need those right now. There is also down here settlement core, which we should favorite because that's something else. What do we need for space, hotels, hospitals? So that actually needs to go to the main tech tree, which is the other tech tree. And if we do a full search and I do hotel, I think I need to click on view full tree to do that. So if I do a search for hotel, space hotels need the tourist birth research, which requires space tourism, which hasn't been researched yet. So we're going to need to research space tourism, and then we're going to need to research the tourist birth, and then we can research space hotels, which also leads us towards space resorts. Now, if we wanted hospitals instead, we already have, yes, point defense arrays were completed last stream. So space hospitals require space medical centers, which require space medicine, which has been unlocked. So there's only one, it's basically either or if we want to go down the route of space hospitals or space hotels. I think they give slightly different. So space medical center gives. Does it actually tell me what we get out of the medical center? If I medical, I don't think it shows me what I get. Okay, here we go. So space medical center gets me 90 money and 2.5% life science. Space Resort eats more boost, and monthly supply cost is 1 boost. Whereas the resort, well, we'll look at the hotel first. That's where we're going to start. The hotel eats 3 boosts, but produces more money. So, and just more resources in general. Hospitals eat more money. We've got farms. So that's good. I think I'm with Kite. I think we should get the fission reactor arrays, which we need for all of our non-Earth bases. So let's get fission reactor arrays researching, and then we can start working our way towards space hotels, space hospitals. I'm so happy we've got China. That's like a huge grab for us. We just need to push the servants out of China, which might be a bit tricky.
The LC
What
is
is this?
secure.
The Academy has consolidated. Okay, that's fine. On Bhutan. That's cool. She's doing great work now that she's got more command. Investigate the alien, the Terra mission that happened in Ottawa. How long till Skunkworks? We've got Skunkworks, I'm pretty sure. I just haven't built any yet. If we have a quick look at my space, in fact, we need to build farms. Hang on a second. We need to build farms. So if I look at Moira Reenactment Society, which is our space shipyard, we do actually have Skunkworks available. I just haven't built them yet. I think I was holding for point defense arrays, which this station hasn't got. No, it doesn't have point defense arrays. So we have an open slot here. I could put a Skunkworks here. We need 30 power to support that, and then I also need to make sure I can support a farm. So first of all, I want a farm on here. Where is the current farm? There, Hydroponics Bay. So I'll upgrade this to a farm. Oh, that's actually quite cool. Did you see that? I didn't notice that before. After 61% farm discount, so we get a discount for upgrading from here. So this is going to be minus 10 power for the farm. And then we can add a Skunkworks down here as well. And we actually still have a slot because I have a tier 1. I have a couple of silver collectors here. So I could add more Skunkworks to the shipyard station specifically because there's nothing else doing here. But we probably do also need more point defense batteries because this is our shipyard. Hey Dictator, yeah. So it's a little bit like what do we weigh up here? What do we value more right now? Skunkworks or point defense arrays? This is showing that we are total potential available power 213, total potential power consumption 150. So we have enough power for me to add another Skunkworks. I could add another Skunkworks here. And now we are at, we're now balanced on power. We've got 18 power free. So something else I can really build here right now. But it does mean I'm going to have to go through all the rest of my stations and make sure they're upgraded to have farms. So we just make sure. PDRA is only there so it counts as armed. Exactly. So we have tons of power available on Tafian's Town. I'm not going to add any Skunkworks to these just yet because I want to get the tier 2 research stations on them first, making sure that I've got the room for it. I'm just going to go and upgrade everything I can that has the power for it to have a farm. And we'll just make sure that we have enough. The dog is about to bark. I think she wants me to wrap her up in her blanket, so I'm just going to do that really quickly. Should we go to bed? No, you want to go outside. Okay, I'm going to let the dog outside. Hopefully she doesn't go barking. I'll just be 2 seconds while I let her out. She clearly needs to go to the bathroom.
We can monitor Delta 8. Raj. Flight Fido looks real good. Raj, Fido good. In 7 minutes, you're looking great to us, Eagle. Telcom, how you looking? Look good, Raj. Raj. Let me try auto again now.
Okay, let her out. If I hear her barking, I'll have to go back out and get her. I think she just wants to stare at the tree in the dark because she thinks there's something in the tree. Did she just bark?
Holding in there pretty good. Raj. Okay, everybody, hang tight. 7.5
No, I don't think she did bark. Okay, I just need to keep an ear out because I don't want her annoying the neighbors at 11:30. All right, let me just quickly add the rest of these farms. I'll just make sure we're not over on power here. Okay, these are a little bit more tricky because I don't have the free power until we get the fission arrays, and I can't upgrade the solar collectors. In fact, I can't upgrade the farms on these anyway because they're only tier 1. So let's just get through all of these. Okay, International Space Station can get a farm. The Ixion Station can get a farm. Lazarus Underground City, which is in space, can get a farm. Donatello Station can get a farm. Moonbase Alpha can get a farm, which isn't on the moon. Moira reenactment. Okay, so that's all of my stations now upgrading to farms, which is a really big deal. Very actually important. Now, one question we need to ask ourselves: do we grab the executive control point from China now and suffer the control point penalty that'll inflict on us? Oh, never mind. The servants have taken the executive control point. So we need to coup that off them ASAP. I think we're just going to have to try and take it from them and suffer the penalties because, I mean, how far over are the servants right now? They are 100 control points over their maximum. So it should be very easy to take it off them. We can't coup, too low command. Not coup, sorry. Coup's not the word I wanted. I meant. You know what I mean. I'm not meaning coup. I'm meaning use the ability. But they are. I don't mean coup. Sorry, I used the wrong terminology. I'm not meaning coup. I'm meaning to purge the control point. And we have. You've got espionage 18. I think you're my purger.
I'm here.
Yeah. Steve Jobs' job would be to try to purge that off them.
Standing by for orders.
And it shouldn't be too
At
hard.
your service.
I say we can get that up to 76% chance. The question is, does purge fire before defend? I don't think it does. I think defend fires first. But that's not going to eat into our income of influence. So I say I just give it a go. If we manage to purge it out, excellent. We'll get the place defended. Yeah, they're going to defend this turn. Is what they're going to do. So I probably want to hedge my bets and crack down this control point. Oh, Chad is already... Yeah, we're on the same wavelength. So crackdown... Well, let's set the purge up. I'm just going to see how much it's going to cost me. Crackdown uses investigation,
Ready
which
for orders.
is
At your
Bruce. So if I
Ready
want to
for
crack down the
orders.
control point, obviously the
Ready.
difficulty here is not correct. We can look at trying to crack down a normal control point. I can get that to 12%. So my chances of cracking this down are basically non-existent. I'm not going to be able to crack down the control point. It's difficult because of the size of national economy. It's just a really hard nation to crack. We need to get his investigation as high as possible. Is there anything I can do to bring his investigation up? No, there's nothing here. He can't take this. He's not Japanese, and he doesn't have government. Okay, we're gonna have to maybe try and just love bomb China a little bit. Robusto
by.
can't do anything here to help, so she's just going to go and continue to fight aliens. Actually,
We're
fights aliens in
going in.
China. Bobo Fetter
Standing by
can
for orders.
public campaign. So let's get him to hit a public campaign here. His success chance is atrocious. Maybe not going to bother with him.
What's the
Tanka
odds?
Lelek as a celebrity is really good at public campaigning. So we'll get him to do what at 95% chance of success.
must
That will push
persuade
our
the people.
chance up a little bit higher. We will get
Your orders.
Bruce to attempt the crackdown on the control point, which will not be as good as it says it is here. And I'll spend the 128 influence. It's going to cost us so much influence to do this. Can we bite the bullet now? Look into doing the exclusive academy org research to push our CP cap up. I don't know if I've got access to it yet, Pierre. Next time I research pulps, which will be really, really soon, we'll have a look at that and see if we can do it. I don't know if I want to spend this much influence. Our influence income has been hurt by taking these 2 control points. If I do this and fail, it's going to be quite a few turns before I can do this again. Probably like 2 turns. It's only going to be like maybe 3 turns before I can try again, and they'll have defended by then anyway. Let's just go all in. No, I'm going to spend 64.
Going after
Okay,
the
we have 151 left. Now, Bob
Ready
is
to
the last
go.
one left. I'm going to just inspire Tank. I'm going to spend a tiny amount of influence on this.
I'll ensure
Alright, this is going to be a pretty tough turn. I think you have it. Corporate solution or something. Okay, it's super expensive. We can lay down the foundations for it. We'll have a look at it when research pops again. Let's confirm assignments for the turn and unpause. and see if this works.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the
Well,
cause.
that's good. We got the Inspire off. Environmental degradation. The environment of Chennai has reached a tipping point and is rapidly degrading. Unfortunately, because we have no money at the moment, because we're spending it, we can't actually take any of these initiatives. So we're just going to have to take the GDP hit, decrease GDP and increase inequality, unrest increases by 3, and public opinion turns away. That's another option, Kite. I need to check what the research is for that third project slot, or is it just me getting more skunk works, getting all the skunk works built?
Moved the needle.
Okay, public opinion's up to 37%, so that was successful.
We've neutralized their key.
The crackdown was successful on a 46%. He rolled a 94. So we've cracked down the control point on the executive. Is he going to pull it off?
Target destroyed.
Good, she did her job. But now it's all down to Steve Jobless. Okay, alien fleet arrives in Earth orbit, not right now.
Our
And we
associates
purge
are
them
now
out.
in charge.
Okay, we've got the executive control point in China. It is ours. So all we need to do is defend it now, and then we can start pushing them out. The problem is we are massive. Oh god, we're at minus 90 influence. I'm gonna have to abandon some more nations. We can't sustain this. Okay, let's have a look at what we can get rid of here. You abandon everyone, including India. I've worked so hard on India. Places I'm happy to get rid of. Okay. We can get rid of the United Arab Emirates, no problem. We can get rid of Kuwait, no problem. I figure we get rid of Bangladesh. We don't really need it. I would like to hold Pakistan if we can, but honestly, I don't care that much. As long as I keep China and India, which is what Corey just said, yeah. So let's get rid of... I'm gonna try and hold Kuwait and United Arab Emirates as long as I can, just because they're making us lots of money. Although their per capita GDP in the UAE is still good. Okay, I thought it crashed horribly. So yeah, they're not in great states. It's time, we are actually investing into environment. I am investing into armament salty, and I'm building climate change centers in orbit as well. So I have also already begun environment investing, just not a lot, but a little bit. So let's dump Bangladesh, which I can't find. I thought it was here. Oh no, it's here. That's right. It's in between. So we're going to abandon Bangladesh. That gets us a 379. We now have a positive influence again. So we could just hold it here and not abandon anything else for the moment and see how it goes. Because that's not too bad. It's only, what? 68, 70. It's 21-ish over. Yeah, we need to... I am investing in environment in China, right? I'm not. Okay, yes, I am investing into environment in China. Once we get the mission control situation sorted, we'll put more investment into environment. We're positive for influence right now, but we're minus 53 money. This is the balance, but China should help us out of that problem as it stabilizes and comes online. UFOs crashed in China. Okay, that's not great for us. Climate research centers have completed research. So we want to start building those. One of our stations can upgrade to those. We're going to start doing that. But first, a cooperative resolution is the one that Pierre Luigi was talking about. We seek a means of drawing the invaders to the negotiating table and the hope of a peaceful tomorrow for all. This is a 25,000 research project. It's going to take a really, really long time to complete. I don't think we do this right now. I think we wait, as like what chat was suggesting, until we've got our skunk works built and we've got our third research slot. We put that there. We were researching civilian photonic computing, which gets us an economy boost and control point max boost. I think I might finish that off. It's already we've already done 10% of it, and I think it's actually almost done. Yeah, I want to finish off civilian photonic computing, just to get that out of the way. Let's just check we're still in the lead here and here. We are. Perfect. That's everything I wanted to look at right now. No, I want to look at the station, my climate research station, which is Donatello Station. So we can upgrade the climate labs to climate research centers. Now this is where we have to very carefully balance the amount of power that we have. So I want to upgrade one. Wait, where's my farm? Okay, is that my farm that's upgrading here? Yeah, okay. So we're going to upgrade one. So that how does that do with our power? We're producing 183, we're using 110. So I can upgrade another one. That's 2. We're now at 183 power, 125. Okay, we upgrade a third one. So we're now at 183, 140. I can do another one. We're now at 183, 155. I can do the third one. We should be fine. Do I have two? I've got 2 hydroponics bays on this station. That's what the problem is. Hey, David, good to see you. How is Kat? We've got a station named after you in this. You just finished Hail Mary. We were just talking about it in stream. I'm hopefully seeing it this weekend. I'm really excited to see it. Obviously, I've read the book multiple times, but we're avoiding spoilers because there's a few people who are going into it a little bit blind. But did you enjoy it? I'm very, very curious. How are we doing here? 183, 170. So we need to replace this. This could become a solar power array at some point. I don't need another hydroponics bay if I've got the farm being built. But this is fine for now. The Donatello station is going to be a massive. Cat is great. Finished the book, not seen the film. Oh, I see. You've just finished the film. Oh, with time pausing on it. Project is set to lead in. Okay, great. So let's jump back to here. Tavian station is named after you. I'll show you in a second. So Project Exodus has just overtaken us on militarization of space. I can take that back, but it's going to slow down the rest of our research. If we have a look at our station, we have Tavianstown, which is our military research station, is named after you. The Martian, have I read The Martian? Yes, I read The Martian. Best station ever. Are you sure you're happy with it being a military research station? We've also taken China, which is a huge, well, we've taken half of China, which is a huge coup for us. I saw Page on Saturday, already read the book, and I thought it was alright. Love it with the Rocky ship. Cool. As I said, we're avoiding spoilers, because a lot of people don't know about Rocky. And I don't want to ruin it for them. When I went into the book, I had no idea. So we'll keep it as chill as possible, at least for this week, with it being release week. Let's not spoil it for anybody. We've got another army under our control, so let's name them. Is it this group, this one here? Yep, so I need a name for them. Let me just open the naming convention. I'm going to go and get the dog in a second. She's been outside for a very long time. I think I've already got a army by this name. I do. So that name is still on the list, needs to come out. That's the Bridgeman Legion again. But this is the 112th. 112th Army. Geronimo. Yeah. Cool, they're named. Rocky has 6 movies, yes. And it's set during the Cold War. Okay, so assignments for the turn. Well, most important assignment for this turn is we're going to need to defend China. So let's get Steve, who is my espionage guy, or Bruce, who's my investigation guy. I think they're the only ones who can defend. Robusto can as well, but Robusto is obviously finding aliens now that she's good at it. And then we also want Bob to inspire Tank. That's kind of just going to have to happen no matter what. The biggest issue we have right now is our negative income. I was thinking the other day how much different my life would be if I went to something military when I was younger. Would I regret it, etc. Yeah, I've had those thoughts too. I don't think I would have done well in the military, for my mission. Okay, let's public campaign in China, just to bring up our approval here a little bit. And then I'm going to get, it's going to have to be Bruce Wayne that defends the control point. And then Steve needs to investigate the alien crash site that happened. We're going to have things going in the Far East. Well, we've just taken 3 control points of China. How long till there's a mod for Terra which replicates the issues from HM? I'd be surprised. It would. The modding community is there, and there's some really good mods out there. So I wonder how difficult it is to like add events and stuff if you're in your mod. Do you know what I mean? That's probably the main thing that's holding something like that back. Our skunk work should be completing soon, and that's going to be huge when that happens.
Securing our interests.
Inspire good. We've been continuing spice. He's up to about 20 loyalty now. We'll have to investigate him soon just to check his loyalty again. Let's just check what's going on here. I haven't been paying a lot of attention to this. New Project Exodus fleet docked at Doi Station.
Their hearts and minds.
Public opinion's up to 45%. What's this? What's this Project Exodus fleet at Doi Station? Where's Doi Station? Actually, I can just do it here. Project Exodus. What have they built? They've got 2 escorts, the Corvus and the Skua. The Corvus has twin 40mm autocannons. And the Corvus has twin Artemis torpedo bays. These are not bad starting level ships. What are they running for engines? Does it tell me here what engines, or do I have to open them up? I think I have to open them up to see their engines. Their drives are Dumbo. So this is running a Dumbo times 3. And the other one is Dumbo times 5. with water heat cyclical. Interesting ships they're building. We'll check XP, no worries. I will check XP. We've got to level up for Steve Jobs for certain. Regime ships in Egypt. Okay, that's actually really bad for the servants. They've just taken all of Egypt, which will yet again put their control points even higher. Yeah, 319 out of 280. At least we're not the only ones over our control point max, and we're not that far over. That's pretty bad for them. I don't really care
Score
about
one
the
for the good
cool.
guys.
She's critical success taking out that alien stronghold. We've got more alien investigation done. Mostly just waiting for fission reactor arrays have been completed. Excellent. Okay, we can start to do more building on our mines, but I want to wait until we've got tier 2 HABs and we've got the tier 2 mining technology done before I really look at upgrading them that much. Improved maintenance procedures is something I would really like to build, especially considering we've got a lot of stuff happening in space. We also have hydrobiology, which we've almost completed. I might just finish hydrobiology off. That one's so close to completion. So everyone is saying settlement core. Okay, let's get settlement core done then. Where was that? There it is. It's very short, actually. Yeah, we'll get settlement core done. Have you read Ada Palmer 2? No, I haven't, Taven. I haven't read that series. The drives are Dumbo, ours Smarto. Their drives are Dumbo, ours are Smarto. All right, I'm just going to take 2 seconds to bring the dog in. Just while this turn finishes, and then we'll go through leveling up our people. Give me 2 seconds. You can have a look at the org marketplace while I'm here. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna bring the dog back inside. Very good of you coming straight back in. Go on, into that. Go. Sit. Oh, watch your tail. Watch your foot. I can't put the racket on you if you stand on it. There you go. Good puppy. You have a snooze. Alright. Dog's back in. Let's go. My cup of tea. I just picked up Annihilation, and I also picked up The Left Hand of Darkness, because somehow I haven't read Ursula Le Guin. So those are currently on my list. I've also finished all of the Dungeon Crawler Carl books, and I'm waiting for the next one to appear. Alright, let's level up your... What's the... So Administration 19, we'll keep pushing that to 20. Simacilla, okay, what are we looking at? What is the eye icon in the advised skill? What are we looking at there? It's the eye icon. Still want to listen to Ursula, yeah. Same as a Cilia Investigations org. I don't see Cilia Investigations here. What are you meaning by the eye icon? I can't see an icon. Exit level up screen. Okay, hang on. There's more. Oh, I see. You mean come out of here to here. The eye icon. The eye icon. The next book is Snow Crash. Snow Crash. Have you read Snow Crash before? Because Snow Crash is wild. Haven't actually got Carl when I read the author's other new book. I've just picked up Operation Bounce House. One of the cool things about going to Sydney is Sydney has the biggest bookstore in Australia, and I've spent way too much money there. Like I bought too many books. I also bought the new Adrian Tchaikovsky. The next in his the spider thing, but very good. Next to it, the 5 in Advise. Okay, Advise. Oh, it's because it's coming from Skill Investigations. So Skill Investigations is giving him the Advise skill. That's where that's coming from. Alright, does anyone else have a level up? Almost got a level up for Robusto, but nobody else has a level up right now. Let's jump back to Earth. Alright, so we've got all of these control points currently defended, which is great. We need to just get our control points under control, build them up, and we'll take the rest of them from the servants. At the moment, I'm not too worried because the investments the servants have done here are quite good. We've got economy, welfare, knowledge, unity, boosted mission control. They're not far off what my investments are. That they're not ruining the country while we're working on it. So that's okay. Now, in terms of assignments for the turn, we don't need to defend anywhere this turn, I don't believe. If I just quickly... no, we don't need to defend anywhere. I think we're looking at a bit of an unrest problem in India at the moment. Yeah, we're at insurgency level, which means we could be couped. So we're going to have to do...
Where do you need me?
A lot of... Excuse me, I got the hiccups. A lot of urgent
Restoring
work
order.
to bring down the
Acknowledged.
unrest in India. So I'm going to just hit that
Restoring
hard
order.
this turn with everybody who
Ready.
can. Unfortunately, Tank and
Acknowledged.
Steve can't.
Where do you need me?
Tank, I'm going to get to continue to push public opinion in China.
Making our case.
And Steve,
Ready for my mission.
Steve's my espionage king, which I need him to purge stuff, but we're not purging anything right now. I mean, if I wanted him to purge out these control points, which I don't want him to do, we can only get that to 11% right now. So let's keep working on making that better. In the meantime, I'm probably just going to get him to... unfortunately, we've lost the alien. And we've actually lost a lot of targets. So maybe I'm just going to do a surveil in China to catch the servants that are hanging out here.
Eyes up.
Okay, let's confirm assignments. What did we complete in research there? Climate research centers, which I've already started building. Okay, cool. Let's unpause.
Initiating recon.
Big turns happening here. We're making a lot of progress. Non-sapient alien life forms have been detected in the Zhangzhou region. So we've got aliens
are
in
cooling
China. Okay, need to get that unrest down in China. That's huge. In India, that's really, really high.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Cool. 52% public opinion in China is wonderful. Outpost core. Okay, we now have our water income coming online from Sirius. The mines, one of the mining complexes is done, but not the other one.
It is only a matter of time before this rush for gold turns red.
Any
To
plan in
staunch
China
the
was for the
flow
recent
of
crash,
gold,
yeah.
Other nations will send their own armed envoys. It is in our best interest to be gone before that happens.
All right.
Director Khalid al-Ashgar.
Militarization of space is done. We're going to start working towards space hospitals. So space medicine, I believe, is the prerequisite for that, which is a very short research indeed. So we'll do that, then we'll get space medical centers researched. We should be able to control that very quickly. Advanced atomic manipulation is also about to complete, and we control that. So we'll be able to set the next research school as well. What do you think about what that's going to be? Space Force Basic Training Project. The chance that an officer will spawn or promote from any string event increases by 50%. That could be useful. Japan has... Finally, the Japan-Russia war has ended with no territory gained for either side. And we've got alien abductions in China. So we know where the alien agent is. Cryovolcanic studies. An opportunity to study cryovolcanoes presents itself. A cryovolcano is a type of volcano that erupts volatiles such as water, ammonia, or methane into an extremely cold environment that is at or below their freezing point. Cryolava is usually liquid and can form plumes, but can also be in vapor form. After the eruption, cryolava tends to freeze into solid form when exposed to the very low surrounding temperature, building up the volcanic's conical shape. Our base, Bad Time Base, on Ceres, gives us a unique opportunity to observe this phenomenon, and a small study is already underway. So we can say amazing and gain 1,000 science, or we can perform an extensive analysis for 1.1k money and 43 boosts, which we can afford to gain 2,194 science, which we're going to do.
Third defense.
That's a really
was
big
too
push for
strong.
us. Okay, that's fine, Robusto. As long as you didn't die, I'm happy.
What the doctor means is that he
Okay.
has convinced Adams to emulate a Spartan phalanx. Just as those ancient warriors locked their shields together to protect one another, these atoms combine into unbreakable armor.
Right.
Colonel Hans Castillo.
What is our other research objective right now? So we've got space medicine under research. We've got skunk works. What we probably want is the next level of mining, I think. What do we need for mining? Have I got the full tree here? I do. I want tier 2. Yes, tier 2 labs. I do want tier 2 labs. That's what we were working towards before. They're research centers, are they not? Is it quantum computing that we're looking for? Quantum computing gets us research campus, targeting computer 2. that doesn't get what I'm looking for. If I just search for lab, I've got the full tree here. Why can I not? Ah, there we go. Institutes. That's right. They're called institutes. There you go. Like a materials institute. What are the prerequisites for this? So I need for materials institute. Those are the tier 3 ones. It's the materials research center that I'm looking for right now. Research centers are tier 2. That's what I'm looking for. So I need directed space research for that. Directed space research requires quantum computing. So quantum computing is what we need to get researched right now. So I'm going to get quantum computing underway. Quantum computing done. Directed space research is what we need. It's quantum to applied AI. Okay. Let's get that going. And again, we're going to try and keep control of both of these. Space medicine is already almost completed because of that research boost we just got, as a settlement cores, which is nice. We can get all of our cores upgraded. It's going to really tank our money, though. Repair bays are available. We'll add that as a favorite because we might want to grab that. Settlement cores have now completed. So what do we want to research next? Marine platoon barracks are also available to research. We'll set that as a favorite. I'm still quite keen to pick up improved maintenance procedures, just to get it out of the way, if I'm being completely honest. Just look at what else we've got here in our, like, high level. Liberate Mainland China doesn't do what we really want it to do. What have we else got? We got down here. And we've got shipyards are something we need to research, but not yet. I will add that to the favorites, though. We don't need the Lake Tanganyika bridge. I can make that obsolete. I'm thinking high thrust ergonomics lets us build increase ship's maximum combat acceleration to 0.5 G. It's not something we need right now, but something I'll probably want to pick up later on when we're starting to build combat ships. Right now we're not building any combat ships, so we don't really need it. I think I'm going to grab improved maintenance procedures. It's a boring technology, but these have accident events and cascading failure outcomes. I just don't want this to happen. I don't know how bad this could be, but we've already had a couple of negative ones. Put Mobile Space Science Lab in favorites. We will want them once we start building non-combat ships. Mobile Space Science Lab. It's a very short tech, that one, as well. I'm going to grab improved maintenance procedures. It's not an amazing tech. It won't take us that long to complete it, and it's just one I want to get out of the way when we're relying so much on our HABs. Now, we need to upgrade all of our HABs to tier 2. But if I do that all at once, we're going to not have any resources. So I think I want to upgrade to settlement core in waves. The question is how many do I do at once? How long is it going to take to upgrade a settlement core? It's going to take 40 days, which isn't very long at all. But in those 40 days, we will not have any income. Well, we're not actually really spending any resources. I could just do them all right now. It's not going to cost me any boost either. You can do them at once, I think, because the income stays. Okay, let's just get them on upgrading. Yeah, I'm not seeing this changing. This is, yeah, going to cost me 40 days. 40 days. Any of the stations are under construction. Yes, we do have some that are under construction still. Cool, that's good to know. Location, location, location on Deimos. I almost clicked from Earth. We're at max MC. Oh, shit, I've gone massively over MC. I forgot they needed more MC. Damn. That was actually really dumb of me. Really dumb of me. Ugh. This is going to hurt us really badly. I forgot they needed more MC. I was just upgrading them without thinking. Okay, let's stop there. I can't... can I actually go... I can't cancel it, can I? I can decommission the module, which I don't want to do. No, I can't go back on it. Good job we grabbed improved maintenance. Exactly what you say. Look, we should be okay. We should be okay. We've got China coming online. We haven't hit a critical amount. As long as we don't build any more, we should be good. We have a lot of stuff under construction in space right now. Okay, that's a new turn ticked over. How is unrest looking in India? It's still pretty high. So that has to be our main focus right now, is bringing the unrest down in India. We also need to deal with the alien life forms.
Standing by.
But most people need to just be stabilizing.
We'll restore peace to
Tank
this nation.
will continue to public campaign in China to get that as high as possible for us. And Steve needs to investigate the alien activity. The one problem is this here is an alien, and I don't have anyone free to investigate them. Can you advise in some MC? I'm not currently advising any countries because my team are all doing stuff all the time. Bob, I think, was previously with his high admin in advising India, but at the moment nobody's advising, just because, yeah, we're just struggling a little bit. I could direct invest some mission control in China. How much could I put in here? We don't have any money. We actually don't have any money. I would love to do that, Core. We could actually get Tank. We could get Tank to do that. We can get him to advise. Where's better for him to advise now? India or China? Probably India at the moment. Yeah, we're actually getting better income. Only just from India. I'm going to get him to advise India.
Lending my expertise.
We'll save some influence at the end of year funding. It's money we're really going to need to save up for end of year funding. Okay.
Offering counsel.
I'm going to set that to repeat and continue the advise mission. Layer defense arrays are now available. We're definitely going to set that as a favorite. Nano factories are available. We're going to set that as a favorite. Two very important. There we go. A large accident has occurred on board Ian Asia's Copper Emporium. This is a result of the destruction of multiple modules. While forensic investigators are still on the scene, a lack of supervision. So this is the problem. So up to 2 modules of Ian Asia's Copper Emporium will be destroyed. We lost our outputs mining complex, and we lost our fishing pile. So I need to rebuild those. This is unfortunately just going to happen because we stupidly... Sorry, I stupidly messed up. So let's get them back up and running. Nanofacts are huge? Yeah, nanofacts are huge. Settlement mining complex, another incredibly important research just popped up. 3 hugely important research is now available to us.
Order is returning.
Okay, stabilized down to 3.4 strife. Down to 2.9 rent of subversion, which is good. We're out of the coup, like the danger coup area. We could still be couped, but it's no longer scary. United States of America has declared war on Indonesia. European Union has declared war on Ukraine. That's not very nice, European Union. It's not what you're supposed to be doing. Hope has given way to a surge of anxiety over the circumstances of alien arrival. Across the globe, people look to each other with suspicion and turn to smaller, more familiar groups at the exclusion of others. So all human nations' cohesion moves one towards more extreme values, which will affect us a little bit.
Target secured.
But we killed more aliens, which is great. And the aliens are, again, hitting Canada with more Terra missions, which sucks for them. Where's XCOM? Salvage bays are available. Not too worried about that project right now. Investigating activity, good. Another alien fleet has arrived. We need to start doing something about the alien fleets. They're just getting to hit Earth with no one stopping them. Quantum batteries, that's a really good one as well. Let's set that as a favorite. We're also going to do an XP check at the end of this term. There's all of our farms just came online, which is good. That's a major reduction in required water for all of our bases and volatiles. Let's do a quick XP check. We've got a level up for Robusto Combusto. They did not like Canada. No, they did not. How dare they cheat? How dare they cheat at the curling? Okay, I'm just going to do the boring and get her admin up. Anything we want her to pick up here. So she's looking for command. Delta Force she can't grab. Second chance. +2. That's quite a good spread of resources on second chance. 480 is a lot, though. I'm not too worried about anything for her. We've got a level for Boba Fett or Cairn as well. His admin is at 21. Let's keep pushing to 28. XCOM is still fighting cults. Yeah, they're still fighting the cleaners. Nothing for him to grab either. No more level ups available. Okay. Now for our missions for the turn. Make sure that everywhere is defended. Pakistan, India, China. That's all that really matters. Okay. So we need to, unfortunately, we need to continue to just push down the unrest in India. It's very, very important that we get this under control.
We'll restore
so that's going to be Bruce's job. Robusto, again, is going to have to do that. Bob and Steve. Steve needs to investigate the alien activity in Lithuania and Halifax. And Bob needs to stabilize in India.
We'll turn down
Fund
the
income
heat.
jump by about 20-ish. Fund income jump. Do you mean my fund income jump up by 20? Not quite sure what you mean there. Are you saying that that happened, or I need to do it, Ghost? I'm not quite sure exactly what you mean there. But I am going to be doing some investment into... cool, I heard Battlelords is really, really good, and it's a game I should probably check out. The one I really want to do a playthrough of is War Tales. Minus 50, minus 32, good. That's great. Thanks for noticing that. Okay, cool. So India's getting more investment points, which is great. Music's kicking off. We're about to complete one of our researches. So space medicine is about to complete, and we can build our space medicine station. But we don't have the mission control to do that yet. Marine assault units, we want to set that as a favorite.
Violence is abating.
And we're down, cool. So we're down to 2.2. If I get it under subversion, I'll be less concerned. European Union under control of the Protectorate, and Montenegro have decided to merge. Montenegro? Where is Montenegro? Isn't it in... Where is Montenegro? I don't actually know off the top of my head where it is. That's Tenerife. That's Gibraltar and Co. Where is Montenegro? It's in Eastern Europe. Okay, it's not where I thought it was then. Is it this territory here? Bobo looks like Peskov, Russian minister or something or other, but with black hair. I got Menace recently. You weren't kidding about the Rogue Army. They're kicking my butt. Yes, I need to get more Rogue Menace done. Balkan and Serbia. Thank you, Pietro Vizzato. I appreciate it very much. And thank you also, Pierluigi. I really appreciate both of you pointing me. And also you, Bryn Chaser, too. Thank you for fixing my Eastern European geography, which is terrible. Very embarrassed how bad my geography is. Okay. We're about to get that space medicine technology done. Large wildfires in Lhasa. We can help, so we should. Cost us 20 ops. Of course, we'll pay the 20 ops. There go all of our climate research centers. That's a big jump up in research for us, and it's going to help us with our climate investigation.
People are going to get sick.
And that's space medicine done.
It would be madness to pretend otherwise. The best thing we can do is ensure our fail-safes are simple enough that even the least skilled among us can implement them under the worst of circumstances.
Okay.
Director Khalid Alashkar.
The good news is we now have access to space medicine, which is essential for us to start generating a reasonable income without too much of a drain on our other resources. The bad news is because I invested in tier 2 HABs, we do not have enough mission control to build the station that's going to be the space hospital. So for now, we should think about what our next research is going to be. We already have quantum computing on the way. I don't think there's no other prerequisite we need in order to get our research institutes underway. So, what are we going to spend the rest of our research on? Do we want to... I'm trying to think of something long. Hey, Huvid Owl. Good morning, all us, coffee us. I like your name, Huvid Owl. That's cute. I love how the OVO looks like an owl face on my chat window. Next gen airspace from our boost so we can afford hospitals. I was wondering about next gen airspace. Increases maximum military tech level for all human nations. Also gives us access to improved shipbuilding techniques. Also means we could maybe mess around with exothermic fighters if we want to. It's also not going to take us very long to research it. Let's grab next gen aerospace. Okay, that's all happening. Great Nations is slowly taking over. Let's confirm. Let's actually set our assignments for the turn. So I'm going to do another round of bringing down unrest in India.
Ready.
We just need to make sure it's under control.
We'll turn down the heat.
So that's
ready for my mission.
Then Robusto needs to go after the aliens in China.
Your orders.
We need to get Tank.
Taking it to them.
Steve to investigate alien activity in Halifax.
Standing by for orders.
Tank somehow stopped
your
advising,
service.
so let's make sure he still does that. And Bobo
will help them.
Federcairn, I'm going to get him
What's the
to
up?
continue to stabilize in India. What's
We'll make
unrest
things
like
safe.
in China? It's at strife levels. Pakistan is peaceful. Bangladesh is starting to go a little bit off the rails. But these two are definitely going to run out of use. we can only pull so much money out of Kuwait and the United Arab Emirates until they basically run out of... I can't believe they're still letting us spoil them. We've been spoiling them now for like 20 years, or 10 years in-game. Just all the income the country makes goes straight into our pockets, and nobody's done anything about it, which blows my mind. Let's confirm assignments for the turn, and on pause.
Offering assistance.
Cool, let's repeat permanent assignment. That's what I want to set it to. Medical centers are now available. Let's set that as a favorite. That's another hab malfunction on board New Mombasa. They lost their mining complex, so let's head over there and get that repairing. Unfortunately, this is going to happen.
Not spoiling, but investing in science.
Exactly, we're investing in science. Investing in the future. Yeah, they are very, very high on rest. I'm expecting them to flip any moment, but that's why I'm not defending them. Okay, we've got more alien megafauna. We have another one in Somaliland. So another North African megafauna has arrived. There it is there. Another kaiju has come out of the Pacific Rim. Hopefully the Somalian armies can fight it off before it invades into Ethiopia, which it is about to do. So maybe the Ethiopian armies can rally and fight it. But there's nothing we currently can do. Is that a bug? No, it looked like it was on its side, like in the weird 3D view. Okay, unpause again. Keep going. Okay, that's our first settlement core done on Luna. That does mean we can start to do some upgrades, but I'm going to wait for the tier 2 mines to be researched before I start doing the upgrades.
Things are stabilizing.
Cool, we're down to peaceful in India. That's fantastic. India's peaceful again. That's wonderful. Well, we also need to make sure that we do not miss the end of the year. So let me just go December 29, direct invest. So I don't forget about that. Minus 130. Yeah, it's going up and down a lot.
Score 1 for
But you
guys.
notice that even though it's negative, our actual amount of money is going up, which it's because the money we are spoiling doesn't get included in our balance sheet. So it's very hard to track how much money you're actually making. Well, basically we're earning 16.2 from spoils, but it doesn't get included in the chart from what I understand. So our money is actually going up even though it's going down. Okay, Project Exodus wants to beat us in next generation aerospace, which I can't stop them from doing that. So I guess I'm just going to pull out completely and just focus on these three. What is Xenophore rating shows? I'll have that check in a second. If I do this, that's 24. If I do this, it's 18. Oh wait, hang on. 36. I'm going to stick to this, and what I'll do is I'll do this so that we're pushing improved maintenance procedures and civilian photonic computing much faster. We can still tell everyone that we're underfunded yet. What is Xenophore rating? Okay, let's have a look at Xenoflora. Xenoforming is not actually as bad as I thought. We've got it's all the east coast of Africa that is getting xenoformed. So Somaliland, Ethiopia, Kenya, and Tanzania, they're being xenoformed. The rest of the world, we've got a little bit of xenoforming going on in the Philippines. And that's it. It's not actually as bad as it might appear to be. It's still not great, but it's not bad. I like to keep this on faction control because it just lets me see borders really, really easily. Cool, investigate inactivity completed. Control point lost. We have lost a control point to Humanity First in Bangladesh. I'm not that worried. You can have it, Humanity First. It's an abandoned country. Okay, there go our skunkworks. So we should now have our third research slot, is that right? Yes, okay. We have our third research slot. Oh, the USA East Coast Arena, I didn't see that. There's probably more to the west. Gotcha. Alright, so we've got our third. So what we're going to do there is we're going to put a cooperative resolution into that slot and just let that tick over. It's going to take a long time. It's going to complete till the 20th of July 2033, but we'll slowly increase our research as we go. We've also just completed our efficient PAL from one of the places that got destroyed, so that's back online. But we now have our 3 research slots available, engineering slots available, which is great. I can't overtake these guys, can I? Nope. And I definitely can't overtake them here. We can try maybe after Great Nations is completed. So we're just going to focus on our own research for the moment, and keeping control of quantum computing. Basically, as it gets out of control, the Earth's climate starts to change, and more megafauna start to show up. And it's the climate change is the biggest problem. Oh, we have a level up available for Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is currently at 21 admin, so we're going to keep pushing admin, both to give them more orgs, but also it pushes up our control point cap. So we have we're creeping ever closer to recovering that. Anything good here? Pollux Labs would be nice, but I don't really want to spend the money on it right now. No one else has a level up, right? No one else has a level up. Okay. I think I'm going to get Bruce to do one more turn of stabilizing here.
We'll restore
You've
peace
left
to this
one
nation.
science pip in aerospace. Thank you, Precision Tofu. I would not have caught that. Let's get Robusto
Where do you
Cabusto
need
to
me?
continue to fight aliens. This is not good. She might actually need
We're
some
going
help
in.
fighting aliens,
Ready to go.
which she can't do at the moment. Okay, you to inspire Tagalilic,
I'll make sure they're on our
and I
side.
need you to investigate
Will do.
the alien abductions in Lanzhou. That's probably an alien right there. That's an alien. But I don't have anyone free to investigate them unless I want to pull Bruce Wayne off.
Ready for my mission.
Let's actually do that. Oh, 10% success chance is very low. Okay, if I've got that lowest chance of success, I will just continue to stabilize here.
We'll make things safe.
Alright, let's confirm assignments for the turn. We'll clear these down. And we'll unpause. We should...
I couldn't get through to them.
Okay, that was a loyalty failure. That's not good.
Lending my expertise.
Because the servants control the control points. Yeah, that makes sense.
Things are cooling off.
Okay, we're down to peaceful, which is under 1. I'm more than happy. I'm trying. One thing I'm trying,
DLC is secure.
just to be a little bit more transparent to everybody. I'm trying to avoid spending money or influence until we get to the end of the year, so I can spend it on direct investment. So both money and influence at the moment, I'm trying not to spend them, so that we can direct invest as much as possible into economy to make some money back. And also we need to get it over this, but we're at 53, 55, so we're almost there with mission control, which is very important. Mexico is under coup d'etat, so there's no one in control of Mexico right now. Funding, sorry, yes. I meant economy in general. Thank you for correcting me. Okay, right. We just kind of need to keep doing a little bit more of the sell metal or thistles. We're not desperate for money right now, Ghost. We could do that before. We could sell them just before. Hey, mix them. We could sell them. We could sell them just before if we wanted to. That's actually not a bad thing to do, because we can afford to sell metals. We could sell a lot of metals. How much money could we make off that? What's the max metals we could sell? I'm not going to do it right now. I just want to know. Oh, I put numluck on. We could make 3 million. Is that 3 million or 3,000? It's 3,000, not 3 million. And if I sold all the rest of the stuff we could sell, we could make 6,000. So you could make 6,000, which isn't actually as much money as I thought it might be. It's actually not that exciting. I'm not going to do that right now anyway. I don't want to sell all of our junk. I was just curious how much that was going to get us. Okay, so Bruce, that alien has disappeared, which is good and bad. Let's get Robusto first of all to
Ready to go.
fight some more aliens.
Gear up.
I'm going to get Bubble Feather Cared to continue to inspire Tankalelic if they can.
I'll ensure their loyalty.
We'll get Steve Jobless.
Where do you
Doesn't have any alien activity to investigate
orders.
right now. Let's do a surveil in China to see if there's anything going on
On
here.
Overwatch.
And I will just get
Your
Bruce. What's unrest like here? We're going to do some unrest management in China. Although that's going to be quite difficult to do.
Restoring order.
Funding only costs. Yeah, it depends what I'm. It's specifically funding Ghost only requires influence, which just gets you
I
money
don't
back
think
out
I changed
basically.
their mind.
Okay, that's 2 failures. Outpost Mining Core and Ceres is back
Offering
online.
counsel.
Survey location's
Setting a
done.
watch.
That's
We want the same
Oh,
thing.
okay. The Protectorate
Let
want to
us
speak to
hope
me.
One or the other can achieve it.
What do you want, Protectorate? They want a non-aggression pact and they want to improve relations in exchange for 839 volatiles and information on regulatory The Protectorate are like my least favorite faction in the game. At least the Servants have some kind of style. And the Initiative are just so capitalist it isn't even funny. But the Protectorate just annoy me. Still, a nap would be nice. I don't want to give them 836 volatiles though. Not really. Could I interest them in some water? Actually, I've got a lot of volatiles. I got 4.8k. 839 volatiles to me is what? It's 369. It's 3 months income for a non-aggression pact. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to take it. What do you have that I want? You got all of these orgs you're not using. This one gives the Monarda is pretty nice. We'll just add that in. Slate Semiconductor's not as nice. They've got Found Space Program and Boost, but that's not really good enough. Where's Truce? Oh yeah, Truce. Yes, there was a recent patch that is redone trading. Basically, you can't do what I used to do, which was offer them a coin to improve relations. You can't do that anymore. They did do a patch for trading specifically. Let's see if there's anything else I want to take off them here. That's not bad. Vanguard Private Solutions. +2, +2, +2. I'm just going to see what I can steal from them, basically. Give me a second to just go through all of these. +7% mission control and +5 mission control monthly income. +7% mission control. Want both of those. He doesn't have any admin. They don't have any admin. That's just boost. I'm not too interested in just boost. That's just boost and Fund Space Program. Okay, there's no way they're gonna let me away with this. But any other projects they want from me, they can have superchemical rockets. So they've got both of those. What if I offered them a little bit of water? What if I offered them, say, 1,000 water? Okay, they're not interested in 1,000 water. What if I offered them 2,000 water for this trade? Still unacceptable. What if I bump this up to 1,000 volatiles? What if I bump this up to, just out of wonderment, 2,000? Not even close. What if I bumped it up to 3,000? Insufficient. No, sorry, 3,000. Not even close. What if I threw in a couple of the old thistles there? Not a chance holding more. Okay, so they're not going to give me all of this stuff for nothing, basically. There's definitely stuff here I want to get my hands on. What's the best of these orgs? It's probably Vanguard Private Investigations. That's 6 points. That's a lot. Let's kick these out. He still wants more than this for Vanguard Private Investigations. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's bring this back down to 800. I'm not giving him any orgs. I'm not giving him any habs. I've already given him my projects. If I take Vanguard off the table, and I take this off the table, he's quite happy to give me a non-aggression pact and improved relations. Yeah, they want orgs for orgs. I guess that. Vanguard is very nice, but he's not going to give it to me. I can just do this for regulatory capture. I'll take the non-aggression pact. Okay. What we might want to do is try and steal that from him at some point. But Vanguard's amazing. Oh, come on. We're only 2 mission control over. Okay, Donatello Station just blew up. We lost a climate research station and a farm. So let's rebuild all.
Our efforts didn't have any effect.
Okay, I was worried that might happen. And Robusto, will she be successful?
By the numbers.
She's successful. Okay. And that's another turn completed. Yeah, that sounds right, Salty. Thank you for checking. So if we just check our research for a second. Improved maintenance is about to complete. The others are a long way off. Quantum computing. Look how much research the Exodus are pumping into next generation aerospace. That's crazy. But we're ticking over slowly with quantum computing. I would like to speed this up a little bit, but I want to get these out of the park, so I'm quite happy for the other factions to just help push them along a little bit. I think once we've done that, I'm just going to make sure I'm invested in all three. Excuse me, it's getting very late, and I'm getting very yawny. Okay. Hey, Damon, how's it going? It's going well. We've managed to grab some of China, and we're just dealing with a few problems with being over our caps at the moment. Okay. So unrest is 1.2 here. Unrest is at 4.3 here. We need to bring unrest down in China. We need to get the people under our control, which is going to be very hard, because it's going to cost me a fortune in ops.
Where do you need me?
You need to keep fighting aliens.
Going in hot.
Bob, I need you to public campaign here.
What's the op?
It's actually not going to work very well for me to spend all of those ops to stabilize nation. The main push for this is coming from... It is actually going down. The rest state is going down. Base value is 10.5. Then we got minus 1.1 from cohesion, minus 2.4 from per capita GDP, minus 2.6 from armies. Calculated value of 4.41. Unrest may never go lower than 0, higher than 10. So it's trying to settle down to 4.4. So it's actually under where it's wanting to go at the moment, which isn't good. But there's an event that's pushing it up by 4. Okay. So what was the event that's pushing that up by 4? It must be the alien abductions? Yeah, maybe we do want to build more armies anyway, because China's a great nation to build armies in, even though at the moment their military isn't great. I will start investing in building armies here.
Standing by.
For now, Bob can continue to inspire tank.
I'll make sure they're on our side.
Steve,
Ready for orders.
you're not great at it, but can you investigate this guy and find out who he is? Thank you.
Surveilling target.
Alright, let's confirm for the turn and on pause. We shouldn't be that far off mission control here.
To the cause.
Good, finally got a success.
Offering support.
So our main objective at the moment, really,
intel on our target
is to build up enough control points, command points, so that we can take over the rest of China from the servants. That's our main goal. But at least we control the executive in China. That's very, very important. Okay, finally, improved maintenance procedures has completed. Well, it's a very, very, very important one. Now, what's more important right now? Do we want settlement mining complexes? Yes. Let's get settlement mining complex done. That's a really, really big research that increases our mines.
Returning.
Okay, China's down to strife level.
Falling back.
Excuse me, I am really... The late flight back home last night is really starting to hit me. It does make sense that the guys that want to leave Earth are heavily investing in spaceship tech. It does make sense, yes. Counter-insurgency ops, plus to destabilize, plus 10% investment points to oppression. That's not something I'm really ever going to be doing. Theft. Tankalelic demands Steve Jobless stop stealing from the Academy. I can't believe you're stealing from the Academy, Steve, yells Tankalelic incredulously. We're trying to save humanity here, you're lining your own pockets. Steve is unperturbed. Listen, Tanke. Maybe you're out here the goodness of your heart, but I'm here to make money. And besides, a lot of the money gets used for our cause. You think everyone I deal with shares your ideals? No. They want to get paid too. Bribery opens many doors, and they can't be all paid from official sources. Tank demands the Academy put an end to this. So I can say Steve is a useful asset, which will put Tank Alec's loyalty down by 6, and Steve's up by 3. Steve's should be at 25 already. Or we say Steve goes too far, which will bring Tank's Alec's loyalty up, which is good. We're trying to do that. And I'll bring Steve's down by 6, which isn't ideal, but I'll still leave him at 19. And that gives us a boost for Tank. So I think it's better to say Steve goes too far. You get 111 ops for siding with Steve. Oh, I do get 111 ops for siding with Steve. I didn't notice that. And I get 229 money. Alright, we're siding with Steve then. We're going to have to keep pushing Tagalelix's loyalty up. Okay, that's another turn over. We need to defend India this turn. So let's get Bruce
At your service.
to defend India.
Making things safe for
Okay,
people.
that's done.
Standing by for orders.
As usual, we're busting to
Heading
fight
to the
aliens.
LZ.
Acknowledged.
Bob now desperately needs to continue to inspire Tagalelic. It's vital that we keep him
I'll
on
speak
side.
with them.
And Steve
Ready to
Jobless, just continue to investigate the people who show up in China right now for me, please.
Tracking target.
Alright, let's see what happens this turn.
Securing our control.
We're getting close to the end of the year, which means we can do our direct investment into the funding.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Excellent. I like it when Inspire is successful. Outpost Mining Complex is back online on Mars.
I will help them.
We just hit 5k water, which is a lot of water. And even though we've got the maintenance procedures thing, Lazarus just broke. So let's rebuild everything here. It's just annoying. It's not really actually a problem. Indeed, Damon. Alien fleet launches for low Earth orbit. Do we want to start building some combat ships in the next stream so we can start messing with the aliens coming? I don't know if we really want to do that. I was thinking the same thing, Ghost, but good to think you're there. Okay, we found a servant. We also got some level ups to do next turn because Steve has a level up available. This guy's very angry. Okay, folks, I am really struggling to stay awake. That's something we need to be aware of.
One for the good guys.
I've just got big yawns. big yawns. We'll finish this turn out. Okay, I'm gonna do level ups. We need at least nanotube armor, yeah. Government and criminal if available. Okay, his admin is at 20. He can't grab either of those traits. Good shit, thank you for staying up first. Thanks, Tavian. We're just gonna keep pushing admin. That will increase our control point max. Means we can pick up more of these. For instance, Pollux Laboratories is now available, which doesn't give that much great stuff. Second Chance is also available here, which gives +2 persuasion, +3 science, +3 ops. That's not bad. Anyone else gonna level up? No. No one else is gonna level up. Okay. Alright. I know it's... Oh, wait. What the hell just happened? Oh, we just got cracked down. We need to abandon Bhutan. I'm just going to do that now before I forget. So we need to abandon... I'm just going to auto-renew abandon on these. Because we're now paying for them again. Okay, that's better. We had some light corvettes and gunboats. Couldn't hurt to pull those light ships into sending at us. Yeah, it's whether or not we want to get into a fight with them or not. We can discuss that in the Discord, though. I know I normally stream for longer, but unfortunately, just with work, me having to travel for work over the weekend, and my flight being delayed last night, and then having to go into the office today during a strike, it was hard. I didn't scab or anything. It was a teacher striking, not office workers. I'm just very tired. Activist missile monitors all the way. No, 40mm gunboats with max armor other way. That's what we're going to be building. 40mm gunboats with max armor. So let's get that set up for the next stream. I'm obviously going to be back later this week with Warhammer 40,000. I'm not sure what's happening with Unicorn Overlord. I have some friends who are really wanting me to go out with them on Sunday, but they want me to leave early, which means I might not be able to stream. I really want to, so I want to see what I can work out with them. And I'm hoping to kick off some new stuff on the channel as soon as possible. And then I want to get Menace finished, and I want to get all that kind of stuff cleaned up. But I'm already rambling. I can tell I'm tired because I'm sitting with my eyes closed while I'm talking. That's how tired I am. EDF, yes. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you are all doing really, really well. I really, really appreciate you all so much. So thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for being so amazing. I'm sorry it wasn't a longer stream. I really do feel like I always feel like I've let you down when I don't do a longer stream. But, I'm just going to stop babbling. And I'm going to go to sleep. I literally cannot keep my eyes open. And that's not a great way to be running a channel. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a great day. A morning, noon, night, etc. And I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao for now. Bye.